Around 140 million years ago, when human doesn't even exist, the earth was ruled by giants, the dinosaurs. From dense forest to vast ocean, from land to sky, everything was there under control. They were powerful, unstoppable, dominant. But have you ever wondered how did such mighty creatures suddenly disappear? About 65 million years ago, the earth was calm and beautiful. There were green forests everywhere, warm sunlight and cool winds coming from the oceans. Everything was perfectly balanced. Along with dinosaurs, another small group of creatures also lived on Earth. Mammals, unlike dinosaurs, which laid eggs. Mammals give birth to their young. At that time, these small mammals used to hide underground in burrows to protect themselves from dinosaurs. And surprisingly, this habit later became their biggest advantage. While life on Earth was going on normally, a deadly threat was approaching from space. A massive asteroid about 10 kilometers in diameter was heading straight toward Earth. As it entered Earth's gravitational field, its speed increased rapidly. The moment it entered the atmosphere, friction turned it into a blazing fireball. Its brightness was so intense that creatures within 800 kilometers were instantly blinded, and then it struck the Earth. A massive explosion shook the entire planet. Trillions of tons of dust, rock, and metals were thrown into space. At the impact site, a crater about 180 kilometers wide and 20 kilometers deep was formed. This was one of the greatest mass extinction events in Earth history. The explosion released extreme heat and radiation, burning everything nearby into ashes. Brine dried up instantly, and their internal water evaporated. But this was just the beginning. About 40 minutes later, the debris that had been thrown into space started falling back to Earth like fireball. It was like a rain of fire across the planet. At the same time, thick clouds of dust covered the sky. These clouds were so dense that sunlight couldn't reach the earth for years. Without sunlight, plant died, and slowly the entire food chain collapsed. Within 19 minutes, Earth temperature rose to nearby 150 degrees Celsius. Even dinosaurs far away from the impact zone couldn't survive the extreme heat. About 75% of all life on Earth was wiped out. But the small mammals survived. They stayed hidden underground and erupted to eat whatever they could find. Erupted became their greatest strength. Millions of years later, the Earth was completely free of dinosaurs, and a new beginning had started. Over time, our ancestors began to evolve around 47 million years ago. Earth's environment became similar to what it is today. Tectonic movement formed massive mountain ranges like the Himalayas, including Mount Everest in many regions. Apes, who once lived comfortably on trees, were forced to come down to the ground in search of food. These early ancestors are known as Ardipithecus. They learned to make tools from stones and started hunting. Then come one of the most important discoveries, fire. Fire gave them warmth, protection, and the ability to cook food. They began to live in groups, formally early families. Then come Homo erectus, more intelligent and social beings. And finally, around 2 lakh years ago, after millions of years of evolution, comes Homo sapiens, the most intelligent species on Earth. Today, we have understood a journey of 4.5 billion years of Earth history, but our story is not over yet. There is still so much to explore, so much to understand, and our journey continues.